What's up, man? How you doing? I am now. Yeah.
Okay, I am too. Sweet. Well,
Sweet.
this is the second episode of Reliving the Glory Days podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hosted by Sam
Man,
Tigna and
Jakin McDonald. I'm loving it. This is awesome.
yes. So, how's everything been going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's been a pretty chill week. Uh, I finished writing a paper for my college English class, but other than that, no schoolwork, obviously. So
Not yet.
not yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
With Norman Public Schools, they're just gonna be doing like enrichment learning, I guess, where
Okay.
you don't have to do any work, but they like provide the education if you want it. And
That's
so,
uh that's what Deer Creek's doing, and I need to get my economics
right.
class grade up. It's pretty bad. I'm not failing, but I should.
uh,
Uh
but you're like knocking on the door a little bit.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah, dude, so with this whole quarantine thing, it's
Mhm.
been oh my gosh. I have
It's
gone
been pretty
insane.
wild, honestly.
I have gone insane.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I need people, Sam. I need people, and I don't
Yeah.
get people at home. There are
Yeah.
creatures that run around my house that I call siblings, but I don't count those as people. I need like actual
True.
real life people. Just man. Yeah, no worries. You good? What's up?
Okay. Okay. My audio cut out for a second. Like the recording cut out. Okay,
Okay,
but
no
we're
worries.
back. Okay.
We are back.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have lost my mind during this whole quarantine thing. I
Yeah.
you won't believe me, but I was in the shower for an hour trying to scare one of my sisters. I you know that Venom hoodie I
Oh my
have?
gosh.
You know that
It's
Venom
ridiculous. Uh huh.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was in
Oh my
that in
gosh.
the
That's
bathroom
ridiculous, Sam.
for an hour in the dark. I'm like about 30
An
minutes.
hour?
Yes.
That's so long, dude.
8:41 p.m. to
Oh,
9:54 p.m.
oh my
My
gosh.
phone was dead, so I had my watch and I did the 100 bottles of beer on the wall. I got to 15. So,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. So that's been going on
Bro,
for
if
me.
you have to resort to yeah, if you have to resort to 100 bottles of beer on the wall, like you just need to quit whatever you're doing. Like it should never come to that. Like
Yeah.
it's horrible.
That's
Man.
true. So, for this episode, I was thinking about we should talk about how we first met from each point of view and what
Okay.
was our
All
favorite
right.
memory so far as being friends. So, would you like to go first or me first?
You go first. You go first.
Okay. Okay, so this is back 4th grade. 4th grade. I
Mm-hmm.
new kid at elementary school, Roosevelt represent Rough Riders.
Right.
Uh
Rough Riders.
new kid, first year. I my only friend was my teacher because I knew her outside of school. She's a family friend, so
Right.
I've known her. Miss Bowles, shout out. Uh,
Miss Bowles is great.
yeah, she's the best. Uh, then I met a guy named Evan. I won't say his last name, but Evan. He was kind of my first friend. Then
Uh-huh.
then it was Jake Mincher. I'm saying his last name because we need to get him on the show.
Right. Yeah, because he's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We're still bros.
Yeah, and then every day in 4th grade, I think this happened about 2 months into the school year. Every day at recess,
Mm-hmm.
there's this random kid who would just say, "Hey Sam, how you been?" I'm like, okay, weird kid. No idea what his name is. Comes to find out,
Yeah.
it's you. And
Oh my gosh.
Jake and will say that's
Weird
what our
kid.
yeah Jake and will say this is when our friendship began, which is not
Oh
true.
yeah, for sure.
For me, our friendship began in 5th grade. We started playing football together. We played on the same team, the Dogs.
The Dogs. That's spelled
Yeah.
DAWGS.
Yep. And
That's important.
yes, very. And then, gosh, I feel like we really became friends the moment when your dad said, "Oh," and we also had the same classroom in 5th grade. Miss Miller,
Right. Yeah.
she was awesome too. But I feel like our friendship
Legendary.
really began when your dad came up to me after football practice and said,
Mm-hmm.
"Are you related to Lance Tigner?" And I just went,
Yeah.
my dad's a football coach, so I was like, oh, he probably knows my dad through football media because my dad is the best offensive line coach in the state of Oklahoma. I'm not saying that because he's my dad. I'm saying it because it's true.
Right.
But
I mean.
yeah, when your dad said that, I'm like, oh, it's football related. And he's like, no, I went to college with your dad. I'm like, oh, this is like the first time I've heard anything about my dad going to college. Like, I know he went because he had to go, but I was like, oh, okay. And then that kind of boosted our friendship, which later, like, carried on through middle school. Through middle school was hilarious. I remember so many funny memories. Not just
Goodness.
not just the talent shows, but the time
Not just the talent shows.
yeah. The time you voice cracked in the hallway. The hallway was empty, and you voice cracked. And it echoed through the hallways.
My goodness. Yeah. Janitor stuck his head out around the corner. He was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Because it was like an hour after school had ended or whatever. We were doing something.
It was football.
Yeah.
It was film.
Goodness.
I don't know why we were watching film in
Right. Yeah.
middle school.
We were watching. I know, in like 6th or 7th grade.
That was 8th grade.
Yeah. Man.
No,
Dude, yeah.
that was 8th grade. No, 7th
Right.
grade.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Coach...
I have no clue. I don't know.
No? It was 7th grade. No,
Okay. All right.
it was 7th grade. It has to be. No, it might have been 8th grade. I don't know. I'm going to lose my mind. It was 8th grade because Coach Barnard was my 7th grade social studies teacher.
Right. Okay.
And Coach Lowe moved into his classroom in 8th grade. That's what it was.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And then
Makes sense.
yeah, and then high school.
Middle school was really where our friendship blossomed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got you
It
that
was
Batman
into a
onesie.
wonderful flower.
Yes, I got you that Batman onesie.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was funny. Then high school came along, and that was freshman year was fun.
It was, honestly.
I didn't know if I was coming back to Norman North after my freshman year. I thought I'd be going to Bentonville West, Arkansas. That's a story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably talk about an hour for that.
Yeah.
That was just interesting experience to say the least. That came back.
Right.
Sophomore year was fun. Because that's when everyone started driving. I remember that. That was fun.
Yeah. That's when everyone started driving. We started actually getting good at football. Like that was cool.
Yes.
Like,
And then
like that's always fun.
yeah, and then when I left Norman North after sophomore year because Coach Roberts left, and since my dad didn't get the head coaching job. God was telling us to move on, so we moved on to
Right.
Edmond Santa Fe, and our friendship was still good. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't think we ever hit a low.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I don't think so. I mean, there
no.
were definitely times when we didn't talk as much, you know, like, but it was never
But then we
a
were
dip in the friendship. You know,
no,
like it was.
yeah, we would like not talk for like a couple of days. Then one of us would call each other and talk for an hour. So I mean, it was good.
Right.
Uh, then we played against each other in junior year. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that's
That was
one of
fun.
my favorite football memories is
Yes.
getting to play against you.
That was
Yeah.
so much fun. Then
Man.
yeah.
And we're both on each other's highlight tapes, I think. You
Oh,
know,
I never made
I
a
think,
highlight tape because
Oh, really?
I never made one because I played JV, and so who watches JV?
Bro, you gotta get the JV highlights. You gotta get them. Like those are legendary.
Nah,
You gotta get them,
nah.
man.
Then after my junior year, I left Edmond Santa Fe. Yes, listeners, I've been to 3 high schools and 4 football teams. Yes, I know.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, my
Mhm.
dad had a job opportunity to coach offensive line and become the offensive coordinator at Deer Creek High School. If you don't know what Deer Creek is at,
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you. I didn't know that was a real place until I saw it, if I'm being honest. But Deer Creek I was back with Coach Roberts, the best strength and conditioning coach, hands down.
Right.
I don't care if I hurt people's feelings by saying that, but everyone who knows Coach Roberts knows that to be a fact.
They understand. Yeah, they
Yeah.
just understand.
And then the heat stroke happened, so I didn't get to play, but I mean, whatever. But like, I have really good memories of us in the hospital, being in the hospital, and you coming to visit me.
Mhm.
You got me a pair of
Yeah,
underwear,
exactly.
which just cracks me up looking at it. It's like a da bomb, sexy booty,
Yeah.
and like just some of the weirdest underwear. And every time I look at it, I start laughing.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Well, it was a gift. It was a gift out of love.
Yeah.
Because that type of underwear is amazing.
Yeah, dude,
Because it's the brand Sax.
dude,
And it's
there's
the most
air.
comfortable underwear. I
Yeah,
have.
like, oh, and Taylor's gonna listen to this. She's be like,
Oh,
I can't
man.
believe
It's
they're talking.
breathable. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, Taylor's gonna be watching this, and she's just gonna say, "Ew, he's talking about his underwear." Yes,
Man.
yes. I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious.
And
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bummer. Okay.
that really kind of just comes to present. Really.
Should I tell my side now?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that brings it up. So, here's my account of what happened. So, I had lived in Norman my whole life. I was, born in OKC at the hospital my mom worked at, but every day of my life I've spent living in Norman. So went to Roosevelt since pre-K. Got a lot of great friends that I met all the way back then, and then around 4th grade, this new kid came in. He was really shy, but he was a really nice kid, you know, and so I just made a point. I was like, I'm gonna say hi to him whenever I see him. 'Cause I was just that kind of kid. I wanted to know everybody, and so I would just say hi, and then that was 4th grade year.
Yes.
And I really, in my head, I was like, Sam and I, we were bros back then. I was like, we were already homies in 4th grade. Meanwhile, Sam didn't know my name,
Yeah.
right? But 5th grade, we started playing football together. He was a familiar face on the team because there were a few different elementary schools that were blended on the team, and so he was a familiar face. So I talked to him, And just kind of over that year, I think football and any sport really has a special way of bringing people together on the same team. And so just sharing those experiences with Sam eventually kind of grew that into a friendship that was more than just being teammates. And so that was really cool in fifth grade. Come to find out, his dad was the starting catcher on the OBU baseball team. My dad was on that team for a while. He ended up leaving the team just because he didn't feel like it was what God was telling him to do.
He got benched. He got benched.
But I assure you, if he had stayed on, but if I assure you, if he would have stayed on the team, he would have beaten Sam Tigner's dad out. But
Not in the coach's eyes.
Not in the
Not in the head coach's eyes.
Right.
I love you, Andy. I love you.
But yeah. So I mean, middle school, like I said earlier, was where our friendship kind of grew into a gorgeous ice sculpture of a lion
Of Joe Exotic
jumping across a
petting,
waterfall. It was
two
just
of his
it was
tigers.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. It was wonderful. Very different people, but very, very close. You know, we had some very similar interests, but yeah, no, I think one of the coolest parts about being friends with Sam is he is so different than me, and so we look at the world in completely different ways, and that kind of helps us get a full view of what of what God made it to be. And so I think that's a really cool thing.
Like, I think everyone should have an AR-15.
And then high school, right, and I don't think everyone should have one. I'm like, I don't care if some people have them. I'm just like, maybe not everybody. Let's make it a little tougher. But
yeah. I mean, whatever.
Right. But in high school, you know, there was that freshman year was great, and then the Bentonville move almost happened, and I was pretty bummed about it. I don't think it ever really hit me. Like, I don't think the realization that you were moving away really hit me until after you told me you weren't actually moving. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
And then you actually did move, and that was a crazy thing for me because right.
It was only 40 minutes away instead of...
What were you saying?
It was a 40-minute move instead of a 3.5-hour move, so...
Exactly. Yeah, right. I mean, because now we can still hang out and stuff, you know, when there's not a international pandemic, but...
Yes.
You know, like... But yeah, no, I mean, so, I mean, that pretty much brings us up to date. We're looking at colleges, you know, we're
that's just weird to
moving
think about.
on, but I think, yeah, it really is. But I think part of the blessing of you moving away was it's taught us to still be friends across distance. And so now that we're moving to different colleges, it's not going to be any different, you know, like we're going to keep carrying on as bros. But even better, we'll be able to just hang out whenever we want because we're, you know, we'll be college kids. And so I can drive and come see you at 4 a.m. and wake you up.
My parents would hate that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so...
Yeah, so that's, I mean, that brings us up to date. That's the Sam and Jake story.
Yep. And now, what's one of your favorite memories?
Okay.
Like, just me and you.
Favorite memories
just me and you, not...
with Sam.
Not me, you, Jake, and Logan.
Not the gang. Right.
Just me and you. Because I have one for...
Right. Which, I mean... Right. I mean, there's lots of really great stories with everybody.
Passengers comes to mind.
With just me and you, Passengers, a splendid movie. Even better movie experience. I think.
Best movie experience in the world.
Just
We'll tell that story maybe later or
Uh,
when we get Logan on this show.
yeah, it'll be a good one. But so probably my favorite memory. Uh, it was actually fairly recent. It's not one of the crazy
Okay.
stories or anything, but there was a. I was sleeping over at your house, and we were just sitting in your room, watching your meme compilation on
I think
YouTube,
so, yeah.
and I can't remember what you called it. What did you call it?
Oh gosh. I think it's just the meme thing. I found another video. You know that pufferfish that gets fed the carrot?
Yes.
Imagine that
And it's like,
pufferfish,
oh,
but it's the pufferfish from Finding Nemo.
oh my gosh.
I'll send you a link
That's
right now
horrible,
and you can watch it later.
man. Please do, please do. But yeah, so I mean, we were just chilling in your room, watching YouTube memes, and it was just like, it was just a moment of pure bliss. I was just happy in every way. I had a stitch in my side because I was laughing so hard.
Yes, I know.
Like
I
it
got
was just a splendid moment. That's
yeah.
probably my favorite. Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Gosh, favorite of all time. Gosh, there's so many. I think one that like I always look back at, and it's fairly recent,
Hmm.
is the Diffie
Right.
camping trip.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like
That
I look
the
back.
anniversary of that was not too long ago.
Yeah, gosh. Okay, so wait. I have a family friend, and we went to his cabin. When I say cabin, I mean
Hmm.
it has beds, and that's it. The toilet is outside.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, it was me,
Right.
Jake, and my family. And I have a tent for my truck, and we set that up, and we slept in the tent in the back of the truck. It was middle of
Hmm.
summer, so
Oh yeah.
not no spring break. It was spring break last summer, last spring break. Yeah,
I don't know.
it was spring
I don't
break
know. Yeah.
because it wasn't hot.
Okay.
It was just nice. And
Right.
gosh, and I mean, it was nice and chill. We talked about some deep stuff, and then 4 o'clock in the
It's
morning
true.
hit.
It was good. We had some good conversations.
Yeah, then four
Oh
o'clock in the
man.
morning hit, and it was freezing cold. I mean, we were in
And we
sleep.
were drenched in like morning dew. Like
Yeah,
we were just like
I just
soaking
remember
wet.
Jake and just went the whole time. I'm like, I just heard him go, Sam, you awake, you awake, and all you can hear from me is my teeth are chittering. Like that's all you could hear.
Oh my gosh. Uh
I look back at that and I just laugh. But if I had a good like old school memory, when I gave you your first colorblind T-shirt.
oh man. Yeah, no, that's legendary. Yeah, where it just had all these different colors on it, but they were like, if it was like the word red was on the t-shirt, but it was spelt in purple, or spelt in purple. It was like the letters were purple.
Yeah.
Why did I say it like that? But yeah,
If I
no, I mean,
feel like
it was a
yeah,
legendary homemade t-shirt. It was amazing.
yeah, if I feel like editing that photo into the YouTube video, I will. But I don't know. I'm pretty
Oh yeah.
lazy.
Awesome. That was my little brother. He just barged in the room. That's the perks of living in a 7-person household. Is just amazing studio production.
Yeah. I mean, I just put in a bunch of pillows against my door to try to soundproof it.
Uh-huh.
And that's about it. So, I mean,
That's what I should have done.
yeah. And it barricades it, but nothing can stop Caleb.
Right. Yeah, Caleb would jump through a wall.
He has.
Yes,
Yeah.
many times. Yeah.
And
Quick little factoid. Caleb has shattered 3 windows, punched significant holes in like 4 walls, and then tiny holes in probably about 10 walls. The man is a bowling ball of a child. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, and some of you
Crazy.
guys listening are thinking, "Oh, is Caleb like a college frat boy that just moves up?" No, he's like in first grade.
Yeah, yeah. He's my very young brother,
Yeah,
but
like
he's just dense.
all the weight that he has is nothing but muscle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that man is an absolute just like razorback hog of a
Yes.
man. He's just like
There's no other way to describe him.
crazy.
He's a
Right.
wrecking ball.
Gosh. Yeah, he really is, honestly.
So
But
yeah, I'm trying to think what
yeah,
else.
no, that camping. Yeah, that camping trip was amazing.
Yeah, that was so much fun. I would love to do that again because I felt home. Everyone
Right.
else was
I was
so
like,
everyone else was so miserable during that trip. I'm over here like, I'm gonna kill that bird I see. I'm gonna kill this fish that my dad just caught.
exactly.
Like I was like there was no technology. There was a TV that barely worked.
Mhm.
There was lights. There was
Right.
no running water. And I was like, I'm
Mhm.
good. I'm ready.
Right. Yeah, everyone else was treating it like I was on the trip, and I was like, this is a wonderful little, 1 to 2 day getaway. I enjoy this.
I'm over here like
But you were
apocalypse
like,
training
I
is
could
now.
probably live out here forever. Like,
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
Like I was training for the apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. I prefer this. I wish we had the zombie
Right.
apocalypse over this corona thing. Cuz I had plans, you know?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh,
Mhm.
I should not have said that. Now Taylor's going to text me and just go, "You have plans for the end of the world?" Yep. And I have to change
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Let me share them with you. Right.
And I have to change them now cuz she wasn't in the
Man.
equation. Now I have to
Exactly. Right.
like I have to
You gotta make a 2-person bunker now.
on
But
not a bunker, but I just need to make sure we have enough ammunition and food for her and her family and mine.
right.
You know? Have I
Exactly.
I-
It's good.
on my old iPod? I had like on my iPhone 6. I mean, I had notes
Uh-huh.
like a step-by-step plan, like a step-by-step plan.
That's awesome.
And I'm so mad at Apple and Sprint that didn't save it on iCloud.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, uh, it's crazy. I do feel like if the apocalypse happened, which it very much feels like it's happening right now, but if it did happen, I would call you first and see how many guns you could spare. Like that would be my first call.
The sad part
And
is
then
there's not a single gun in my home.
which is a bummer,
Man.
and it throws me off so bad because you're like
I'm a huge gun guy.
man.
Huge. I once I okay, so me and Jacob went to Bass Pro. I can't remember why.
Mm-hmm.
This is also another fun memory.
I think just to kill time because
Yeah.
we were going somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was walking through the crossbow areas because I had a crossbow. I want to see what kind of upgrades I can do with it. See how the compound pros were looking because I have a recurve. And we went through the gun section, and the whole time Jacob's like, "That's a pretty dope gun. That's a dope gun. I like the silver on it. It's
Right.
dope." And the gun and the guy behind that sells you the guns at the Bass Pro, he was just looking at Jake and like, "Yeah, we're not selling you one." And then I like,
Yeah.
and
I was like, ooh, this one's pretty.
Yes.
Like
and then I come in, And I just go,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that's a 1911. That shoots a 45 ACP full metal jacket. Oh, you could change it up to the hollow point, which is more expensive, but it's a better bang for your buck. That's a Glock 19. That shoots a 9 millimeter or 40 cal, depends on the barrel. And I just go through like these description. And I look back and I see the
Mm-hmm.
gun guy just nod his head like, mm-hmm, that's it. What
He's
gun you?
relieved. He's
What?
like, I'm
Yeah.
glad.
What gun you want?
It's so funny.
I'll throw in an extra magazine for you.
Right. Man. Yeah.
His face was like, "Yep, that guy knows what he's talking about." And it scares my not my parents, but like it just like, why does he know so much about guns? I'm like, cause they're awesome.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Man.
and I'm smart with them. You just gotta be smart. Don't be a dummy.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I would not advise being a dummy with guns. That's
Yeah, and that's probably the only political thing I stand by.
right.
Like it's pretty funny. Like the whole like when the whole campaign thing, people are saying, "Oh yeah, this guy has this policy, this policy, this policy." I'm like, but that guy wants to get rid of my AR-15s. I can't buy those when I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
If I can, they're only gonna be 10 rounds, not 30. What's the fun in that?
I know.
Just. And by the way, this is way
Oh my
before.
gosh.
This is way before I could vote, so I didn't know what
Right.
the long-term consequences. But I was just thinking, I was like,
Right. Exactly.
so. But I still, religion, guns, and I already told you. Gosh, this is so off topic now. But I already told you what I called the goat date, right?
I think you've told me. I couldn't recite it right now, but I think
Okay.
you've told me before.
Okay, any single people out there, especially if you're in the South or Midwest, the goat date
Sure.
is
That's
when
me.
you take. It's really between a man and a woman mostly. Is you take your person, and so the G in goat means guns, the O means outdoors, the A means
Right.
archery, and the T means tacos. If you do
And
guns,
honestly, I mean,
I mean, it works.
but that's legendary. That's legendary. I like it. Awesome. Tell them I said hi.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
just
there it
it's
is.
my sister's Landry. I hit her phone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's
It's
just
legendary. Yes.
it's just underneath the couch cushion. Like it's not that hard. Like it's the first place
know.
anyone would look. It's like, oh, I was in the living room watching something.
Exactly.
I should check underneath the couch cushion. But to be fair, it's been 40 minutes since I've hit it. So
Well, I mean, that's how you know you're an older brother. Is you're a jerk.
dude, yes, yeah,
I mean, that's just the scientific fact.
yes.
But-
I'm not gonna disagree. So, yeah,
All right.
we need guests.
You got any other topics you want to hit?
I don't have a topic, but I do have something to say. We need to get a sponsor.
Okay. We do need to get a sponsor. I mean, I would assume that sponsors hop on podcasts after they get big, not
No,
before.
yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
I mean, maybe we got some growing
Yeah.
to do here.
But I
But,
mean, like
you know,
the headset I'm
that'd be cool.
using is a Hell Rack, and I bought it for like
Okay.
$28 on Amazon, and it is nice. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice. Good mic, good headset, a cord that is universal to everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the
That's
company,
awesome. I mean, that's all you can ask for.
yeah. So, Hellcat, if you want to sponsor this, I mean Hellrack. I can't even get the company's name right.
Hellcat.
It's Hellrack.
Horrible. They're not
Hellrack.
ever gonna sponsor us.
Hellrack. If you want to hit us up, there's a business email in the link in the description. Hopefully, if I put it in this time.
Exactly.
So, and that's I got nothing
I
else to
like it.
talk about. What do you got?
Here we go. All right, I got one discussion question, and
Okay.
then we'll call it a day.
All right.
Okay. All right. It's a hot take. Okay. This is gonna be a little controversial. Have you missed sports not being on TV?
Yes. My mom, on the other hand, doesn't. Hasn't missed it.
Right. Okay.
Like,
Here's mine. Okay. Maybe this is gonna get me shot and killed, but I have not, honestly. Which I mean, and I'm a sports guy, but I
okay.
haven't really missed it. Like I feel bad for the players that have missed their season. I haven't really missed the sports. Now, I mean,
If it
the
was,
main one I watch is college football, and that's
yeah,
obviously
that's
not
what I was
going
about to
on
say.
right
I'm
now.
like,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know,
if it was football, oh my gosh, I feel like America would just shut down.
right?
Like,
Honestly, yeah.
uh, but that's what.
Anybody saying that anybody saying that baseball is America's pastime is over 80 years old.
Agreed.
Because football is by far the best sport that America produces. It's amazing.
I would say yes. I agree with that. The second best is either basketball or hockey.
Yeah,
Hockey's just.
I don't know. I feel
aggressive.
like we got to give hockey to the Canadians.
Yes,
It's pretty cool though,
but
honestly.
hockey's just fun to watch. I know nothing about it, but it's just
Mhm.
aggressive, which is fun.
Right?
It's like football on ice.
Yeah. I, yeah, it's pretty wild, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, but it's been pretty funny. I'll see my dad in the living room, and since we have one of the smart TVs,
Mhm.
he'll put YouTube up on the TV, and it's like
Right.
NFL 2019 highlights, NFL 1986 highlights, just
Right.
like all of these. So I feel like if it was football season, it it just would be terrible. My mom wouldn't really care because my dad's a
Yeah, I probably would die.
yeah, my dad, since my dad's a football guy
Right.
and through, he would lose his
Mhm.
mind.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, I don't know if it's official or not. I don't know if it's like officially announced, but there's probably not going to be college football next year,
which sucks.
which is kind of wild. But yeah, which honestly, I mean, now that we're to the age where we have a lot of college friends, like I feel bad for the people that are like, that's what they do at college. Like that's their college job. Like is
Yeah.
playing football for the university.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna close it on a sad note that we might not have college football next year.
Dang it, dude.
Uh,
Man, but happy note. Happy note. We've got each other, right? Bromance. Hashtag here. Let's fist bump the camera right quick. Here we go. Coming in. Awesome.
boom.
There it is.
There we go.
Wonderful job.
Yeah.
Wonderful job on that one.
Well, this has been Reliving the Glory Days, episode 2. The
Reliving the Glory
origin.
Days, episode 2.
So this has
The
been
origin
fun.
story.
Yep.
This is pretty amazing.
Well,
Absolutely. All right. Catch you later, bro.
Yep. You too.